This DVD has been designed to be accessible to all and is made in line with the social model of disability which Citizens Advice supports. Life After Debt by Citizens Advice Financial Inclusion Fund Disability Project, in conjunction with Action for Blind People, RNID, RNIB, MenCap, Contact a Family, Eileen Hunter, Jazz FM, photographed and produced by Livingstone's Photos. Having a disability in addition to debt makes access to debt advice challenging. Citizens Advice Financial Inclusion Fund. In 2006, the Citizens Advice Financial Inclusion Fund Disability Project was established. Working with referral partners RNIB, RNID, MenCap and Contact a Family, advisors deliver debt advice to disabled clients. To date, almost 6,000 disabled clients have been provided advice. A few of them told us their stories.
I feel better that my debt's been sorted. I don't have to dread picking up the phone. I don't have to dread the mail coming. If they don't, are they going to come and hound me down and make me unwell again? No, nothing like that.
Title: Life After Debt by Citizens Advice. Personal debt in the UK, £1,460 billion. Title: Debt. Title: Janet.
I got myself into debt through buying a property with my ex-fiance. We got the mortgage on a 2-salary income side. He left me for somebody else. I worked too hard just to throw the towel, so I struggled on for 6 years, hence got myself into debt by paying the mortgage on a credit card, paying the bills on a credit card.
There are more credit cards than people in the UK. Title: Marie.
No, just wake up, don't sleep. I just think about all the debt, all this thing coming in my head at night. But just wake up. This is a pressure. The debt. Yeah.
Every 3.6 minutes, one person becomes bankrupt or enters into individual voluntary arrangement. Title: Stephen.
I'm self-employed. I run my own online business. It went well at the beginning, then money problems came about. Started looking for another job, just a part-time job, and indeed now I work for a part-time on a part-time basis with a company, which sadly had to let me go. Well, now I'm looking for other part-time positions. I started to owe more money. I got into more debt. I tried to have a chat with the bank to reduce the amount of payments that I made every month. That didn't work well.
30% of those in serious debt are too scared to take action because of the social stigma attached. Title: Sylvia.
So I went to Monday, early morning, 8 o'clock. She was in bed. I helped her out with the bed, give her her clothes, something like that. Then afterwards, give her her breakfast. I'll go back again to about maybe 7 o'clock.
Sylvia lost her job as a carer without notice. 1,011 people per day lost their jobs during the 12 months to the end of February 2010.
I struggle a lot, completely. I struggle so much. Sometimes I sit there and drink a lot of water and I eat nothing at all. I didn't know there's nothing there for me to eat. Sometimes when I have electric, sometimes I use the emergency key until I get the money and then I put it back into there. That's how I do it, you know. That's how I do it. It's really hard. It's really hard. You know, when I have nothing.
More than 4.6 million UK households experienced fuel poverty last year. Citizens Advice Bureau clients owe an average of £16,971. It will take an average of 93 years to pay this off at a rate they can afford.
They hound you, they hound you, they hound you. Every time the phone would ring, I would have to check the number, and if it was a withheld number, we always knew. The bank always had a withheld number. So I was getting 2 or 3 calls a day. You tried to work out which one was more important to pay, even though you knew you had to pay. But it was like, as I say, it's like trying to juggle the cards. I had 6 credit cards.
Citizens Advice Bureau deal with 9,500 new debt problems and 8,200 new benefit problems every day. More than 1 in 10 have problems meeting their credit card debt repayments. 3 million is the number of low-income earners who worry all the time about personal finance.
There, I lost my hair because of the stress to prove that I was being harmless and I wasn't making myself a victim.
126 properties were repossessed every day during 2009.
I was getting evicted, and before that happens you have to prove that is the case. May 2007, woke up, couldn't see, lost my sight. It was like having a film over my eyes. Then in the same year they told me that my kidney function had gone downhill, and then I ended up being on dialysis 3 times a week. But hey, there's people worse off than me. I just get on with it, simple as that.
Title, debt and disability. 2 million people in the UK have significant sight loss. Title, Natasha.
When I had my sight where I could look at my bills and say this needs paying off, I've never been in debt. Never been in debt. Never. When you go blind and you have to rely on people to read mail, you're going to have to rely on people to pay your bills. I had 2 carers so insecure about their reading, they were actually hiding my letters. But the letters, the threatening letters, it's all stress related. And since carers are sort of not reading letters and things are piling up to the threatening phone calls, the threatening letters, I'm on blood pressure tablets.
A quarter of adults who become disabled are already living in households whose income places them below the poverty line.
I always found it very difficult to communicate with banks, to be honest. But and some banks simply just are not aware of the needs of deaf people. They will often try, for example, to telephone me on my mobile, which of course is completely inappropriate. And I've been through times where they've been trying to phone me 2 or 3 times a day. Life was very difficult. Even though I was earning a part-time salary, it was still very difficult to pay off my who I owe.
There are approximately 9 million deaf and hard of hearing people in the UK.
Too many that I have to pay. I don't know what to do, because every day washing. Electric bill, washing every day. And then we have to dry it inside because winter. This is maybe my bill coming up. I have to pay this first, because if I don't have electric and gas, it's finished, because I got a daughter disabled, it's not good for her.
Often, the entire disability living allowance is used to repay debt and meet general household bills.
I didn't find any more job to do.
While MenCap support her search for paid work, Sylvia volunteers at a day centre for other people with learning disabilities.
Yeah, I got a hearing problem. I got arthritis in my knee, and I got low blood pressure. I live on income support, trying to squeeze as much as I can. If I overdraft, the bank take out, sometimes I take out £35, I can take out £70. Twice I took out £70 today, twice.
Only 17% of people with learning disabilities are in employment.
I got this receipt today, twice I take it out. And they're telling me that a whole 240 something more money, 240. I know I have up 240 because if income support going in, what left for me? I got nothing to leave. I know I have to go wait.